Morning everybody, so it is Monday morning again and a quick look at what I'm taking with me to work. So in here I've made a simple little omelette. I've got some chili powder seasoning it and a tiny bit of cheese in the middle, and then I've got some baked beans to have with that, and then in here I've got one slice of the crustless wholemeal bread, which I'll just make into toast when I get to work. And then for lunch I've got a Weight Watchers wrap which I'm going to top like a pizza, so I'm taking some tomato puree with me. I've got some cheese, some ham, some sweet corn and some jalapeno peppers, and I'll just make we've got one of those little kind of halogen ovens at work, and so I will make a simple like a pizza wrap with it. And then I've got an apple and a skinny whip bar. So that's my breakfast, lunch and a couple of snacks for Monday. Morning everybody, so it's Tuesday morning. I'm working at home today as I need to go to an event at Caleb's school later today, and on days like that it's far easier for me to work from home because I can get started on work earlier than if I normally get to work around 8:30, and obviously if I'm working from home I can get started at about 7. And then just stop to go down to the school to the meeting and then come back and finish working. Whereas if I was at work, I would have to leave at lunchtime to drive back here to get to the meeting, so it would just disrupt the day far more. So I've made some porridge this morning. I've just got 40 grams of porridge oats. I've got 250 mils of semi-skimmed milk. And then I've added a splash of this. I love the skinny syrups range. You can find them, now I can't remember if it is B&M or Home Bargains or one of those sorts of places that do stock them occasionally in kind of random flavours. But I buy mine online from Amazon. It is more expensive that way, but that way I know I can get the flavours that I want. This is the toasted marshmallow one, and just a splash of that. It just adds a bit of sweetness and a little hint of flavour. I use it in coffees. I use it to flavour plain yoghurt, plain quark, that sort of stuff as well. So I've currently got the toasted marshmallow one, the chocolate brownie truffle, and it's a cheesecake one, caramel cream cheesecake perhaps, something like that. So I've added a splash of that into the porridge just to sweeten it, and then I've added some kind of tropical fruit. So I've got blueberries, kiwi and some chopped up fresh pineapple. So off to enjoy this. I'm going to make a soup for dinner, for lunch as I'm at home, and then I can use it for packed lunch later in the week as well. So I'll come back and show you that at lunchtime. Hi everybody, so it's lunchtime and I had a change of plan. I've been quite busy with work stuff this morning, and as I was starting to think about putting the soup maker on, I just really felt like having jacket potato, and I had one of the frozen jacket potatoes in the oven, in the freezer, and so I just decided to heat that up instead. So I've got a jacket potato, I've got some grated low-fat cheese, can see it in there on the potato, and then some baked beans over the top of that. I have been picking on these pineapple fingers during the morning. It's a little kind of snack thing. My dinner plan for tonight has got a lot of vegetables involved, so I'm not too worried about there not being any kind of salad or anything with this. It's just what I fancied, and sometimes just having what you fancy is the right thing. I haven't really had any snacks today. I've had some of my hot winter spiced ribena. I've had a couple of cups of that. I haven't had any tea or coffee this morning, and so I will probably, so I'm going to eat this and then get ready to go down to the school. When I get back from the school, Caleb will come home with me this evening, as I'm going to be there at the end of the school day, and he's going to want to start snacking. I know he will as soon as he walks in. So I might have one of these skinny whips, which I quite enjoy as a snack. I've got 2 or 3 different flavours of them left at the moment. So I might have one of those when I get back from the school, or I might have one of my mini mince pies, which I've been really enjoying. They're only a mouthful, but they are really delicious. So going to eat my lunch, get down to the school, and then when we get home we can start getting ready for dinner, so we can have an early dinner tonight for a change, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Morning everybody, so we've made it to Wednesday, and just thought I'd share with you again what I'm taking to work today. So in here I've got some bran flakes, I've got a few blueberries on the top, I'll just add some milk when I get to work, and I've got a banana, so that's sort of breakfast. For lunch I've got one of the wheat the Warburton's, upside down, Warburton's sandwich thins. They're nice and soft, these ones. I've got a slice of cheese and some ham, so I'm going to make a and cheese and ham toasty out of that in our little toaster oven at work, and I'm going to put some Marmite on the bread. I've then got an apple and an orange, or satsuma, and then tonight is football practice night. So when we get home, we go straight back out to football for an hour. So I'm going to take this mug shot. If I'm feeling a bit hungry late afternoon, I may eat that before I leave work. They're quite low fat and actually quite tasty considering what they are. And if I have that, then I won't want to pick anything before we get to football, get back, and then I get dinner made this evening. So that's my little stash to take with me in my lunch bag today. Morning everyone, so it's Thursday morning and I'm in the office all day today. So my lunch for today, or my breakfast for today, I've got 2 of the chocolate Weetabix, which I'll put some milk on when I get to work, and then I've got some fresh raspberries to sprinkle over the top of that. Snacks for today, I've got an apple and a banana, and then I've got a pack of these, which are the Oreo thins. These are the coconut Oreo thins. Half a pack of those I will have, not the whole lot. I'll keep the other half in my drawer for another day. We made a chicken curry, a homemade chicken curry last night with vegetables and spinach and stuff in it, and there was a little bit left over, so I'm taking that for my lunch today. I was going to take pasta, but as I didn't have any pasta made up, this was the ideal solution. And then I'm taking a raspberry and cranberry Muller Light yogurt to have as well. That should be enough for me for the day. The fruit does fill me up in between my meals, and I find that by having the breakfast when I get to work, that keeps me fuller longer than if I try to eat it now at kind of 7 o'clock in the morning before I leave home. I'm never usually hungry when I first get up. It's kind of an hour or so later when I start to get hungry. So that's my plan for the day, and we'll see you again tomorrow for Friday morning. Morning everybody, it's Friday morning again, yay, nearly the weekend. So just a quick share of what I'm taking with me to work today. Not too much today because it's Friday. I try to eat quite lightly because then over the weekend I usually have a few more kind of treats and things so I tend to just eat quite lightly on Friday. You wait, next Friday I'll have a huge array of food, but I've got some frozen raspberries, some plums, an apple and a banana, and I'll make all of that into like a little fruit salad when I get to work, and then I'm going to top it with one of these Muller Lights vanilla with dark chocolate sprinkles. So that will be my breakfast. I've got a big pot of the butternut squash soup I made last night for my lunch. I will actually probably take a couple of slices of ham because I quite like that just to dip in the soup, and it gives me a bit of protein as well, which helps to keep me fuller. So I will get a couple of slices of ham out of the fridge to take, and then I'm just taking one of these hi-fi bars, a fruit and nut one, as a snack in case I get a little bit hungry later on, because I've not got any fibre in here at all. So that will help to again just fill me up a little bit if I need it. But yep, quick and simple pack up for a Friday. Everything just about was kind of grab out of the fridge or out of the fruit bowl. So not very long to put this together at all. So we're off to enjoy our Friday, and we will see you all next week.